Hello there my fellow Holo Table heroes, and welcome to another SWGOH video. Now in this one I will talk about countering Rey using Jedi. Now I know this is not an original idea and by no means I came up with this. I just wanted to give you my experience from using Jedi in Arena for the past few weeks, trying to beat Galactic Legends Rey. Now there are really two things that I think make countering Galactic Legends Rey very tricky. One being that fighting Rey without ultimate ability and fighting Rey with ultimate abilities are two totally different things. And that being is that because Rey without ultimate ability, you can keep ability blocking her so she can never get her whirlwind out, or maybe she gets it once and you can survive that. But the ultimate ability you cannot ability block. Now the second reason why I think it's very hard to find that perfect Galactic Legends Rey counter is very hard because of her kit. Yeah, she's very survivable, she's very fast, so some opponents mod her for speed, some opponents mod her for survivability, some mod her for damage, so really depends on the opponent's mods what kind of strategy will work. And another thing also to mention is that Galactic Legends kit in general is designed to not just be limited to one faction like Resistance. That's why we got so many different variations of Rey teams, and each team can have slightly different nuances to it, so it might affect your counter as well. So with that out of the way, the first battle I will show you is against Galactic Legends Rey without ultimate ability. And actually going up against that kind of team, you can actually get away with using a full Jedi team. Now I know there are different variations. Some would use for example Shakti. I tried that lineup, it didn't really work for me, so the only full Jedi lineup that worked for me is Jedi Revan lead, then General Skywalker, Hermit Yoda, Kenobi and Bastila. And why this works against Galactic Legends Rey without ultimate ability is that you can keep ability blocking her with your Bastila. So then she can't get her whirlwind out every time. Maybe she gets it one, but that's why the savior there is 4. Now in terms of mods, you want obviously have max speed on your Revan and Hermit, so they go first. And as well as Bastila, she needs to have lots of speed as well. For Kenobi, you just need to make him as survivable and tanky as possible. So what I like to throw on him is defense mods with max protection, so he can take a few hits. And for Skywalker as well, make him as survivable as you can, load him with protection and defense. So yeah, let's start the battle now. So Rey will go first, use her Lifeblood ability. Then depending on your mods, either Revan or Hermit Yoda will go first. So in this case I had Hermit Yoda slightly faster than Revan. So then I passed Grandmaster's training onto Skywalker just to boost his damage as well as survivability. Then Revan goes next and marks Rey, so you can get around taunts and everything. Now it's enemy's turn to do their attacks, and as you can see they put buff immunity on Kenobi. So he's stunned, he cannot taunt at the moment. So once Bastila gets her turn, the first thing you want is actually dispel critical immunity from Rey, so you can start landing critical hits on her. Now next thing is Anakin, so just do his big hit that will hopefully daze everybody, so they can't counter attack. Okay, so Rey lost all her protection here. Here you will swap turn meter with Hermit Yoda, because in this case he's the highest ally with turning meter. Now here I passed strategic advantage onto Bastila, so she assisted and ability blocked Rey. So just if Rey loses ability block, try to make use of those assists onto her with Bastila to ability block her. Now Kenobi's taunting, and there you go, savior triggered. Alright, let's cleanse and get our own retribution up so we can counterattack as well. Put all those buffs onto Skywalker so he'll be hitting harder. No choice but to go after Holdo now. Alright, so another direct focus. Let's pour it onto Rey now. So she's ability blocked, she won't be able to use her whirlwind. whenever an ally falls below 60% health. Okay. So here dispel the critical immunity again. Alright, so now we can land another big hit on her, and boom, she's gone. So there you go. That's how this team works. And now once you got Rey down, you know, especially when you got full team like that, you basically cannot lose. It just takes time, you know, because of all the healing as well as damage immunity. So it'll just take time to burn for them, but you know, this battle is not in danger of losing at all. So just a case of cleaning up the remaining guys here. Now the second battle that I want to show you is one against the Galactic Legends Rey with ultimate ability. So for this kind of team, what I like to do is swap out Bastila and Kenobi for Grandmaster Yoda and Thrawn. And the reason why I like to use Yoda in here, because he can steal critical damage immunity from the enemy and then spread it on your team, making them survive longer. And Thrawn, of course, to put Rey on Fracture, so you can, you know, get her health and protection down without her doing anything. And this particular team I'm going up against, their Finn is really fast, so will go before any of my guys. So I know that a lot of videos shown on YouTube have shown somebody with slower Finn, but this one will show how things go if Finn is actually faster than you. Rey again goes first, then Finn goes next, and he swaps turn meter with Poe. And then Poe does his hit, so as you can see they're all going straight through onto General Skywalker because they've been programmed to do that. That's why you need to have him loaded with defensive modes and protection. Now it's finally my turn, and as I said, Grandmaster Yoda is modded here to be the fastest for this kind of strategy, because if he goes first he will be the one getting strategic advantage, and then you can do his AoE attack that steals the buffs. So if he would not have strategic advantage there, he might get counter attack and potentially killed. You know, you don't know, it's a 50% chance that the guys will counter attack. That's why I want him to be the fastest for this team composition. So now you can spread this critical immunity onto your team so they can't be critically hit, boosting your survivability. And then Jedi Revan goes next. Direct focus on Rey, call Jedi allies to assist, and this will now feed more turn meter to Yoda, so he will get another turn. And here you pass strategic advantage onto Skywalker, so he does another big hit, and then it's finally turn for Hermit Yoda to go, and he passes Grandmaster's training onto Skywalker. Alright, and now finally Thrawn can land a fracture on Rey. There you go, they keep going after Skywalker, and he's very tanky, so that's good. If they would go after Revan, that actually would be bad for me, but AI is programmed to go after Skywalker if they can. Now with Rey fractured, you just want to put all the offense into her, try to get her down below 60% health so that you trigger her damage immunity. Okay, here we go, keep attacking her, pass this over back to Revan just to heal him up a bit, he's low on protection, and spread the critical damage immunity again, and foresight. Alright, keep going after Rey. Okay, so just use basic here so you don't get counterattacked, because Yoda did not have the strategic advantage on him. Now here, this is another difference when fighting Rey with or without ultimate ability. If this would be Rey without ultimate ability, you could just reapply mark on her, so when she comes out of fracture you can keep attacking her. But when you're fighting Rey that has ultimate ability unlocked, by the time she comes out of it she will lose mark, so you need to now save it for when Rey comes out of her ultimate ability. Once Thrawn gets a turn, just top up whoever needs protection, so in this case I've chose Gas because I'm pretty sure they will go after him again. Okay, so then pass back over to Yoda, the strategic advantage, so you can do Again, big splash, steal those buffs, and because of strategic advantage on him, again no counter attacks. So we stole the critical damage immunity as well as retribution here, and now you can spread on your own team all those lovely buffs. Okay, so let's put Grandmaster's Training again on Jedi Revan this time. So again he assists and, you know, pretty much tops up skip protection to full. So we should be able to survive Rey's ultimate attack. So there you go. Everybody survived, but General Skywalker finished off Yoda there, so Savior's been triggered. Okay, so now we have to again go after Rey, reapply mark on her so we can take her out. Boom, she's gone. And that's why you really want to save Revan's direct focus for when Rey comes out, so you can go straight after her and kill her. And now as the other battle is just a case of finishing off the rest of the guys. Again, it'll take some time because of all that healing as well as damage immunity. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, that you found it useful. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. I'm always happy to answer them. And subscribe, because I've got more videos coming up, as well as against Galactic Legends Kylo, as well as a video showing how to beat that new Rey team that's using Jedi Knight Revan as well. So I'll see you in the next one, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.